Hi everybody, this is Bonnie and I'm coming to you today with this really cute, fun card. It is using the Snowflake, the Snow is Glistening set that you can only get right now in the month of December while supplies last. If you ordered it last month with me, this is just an additional card that I'm sharing with you guys so that you can make some cards with it. So this is going to be a fun card. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get our stamping out of the way. So I'll set these pieces off to the side. And let's see. Put our card right there. The colors I used are Nights of Navy and Mossy Meadow. So I'm just going to take Nights of Navy. And I just kind of eyeball centered this. I mean, I didn't like count up. I kind of eyeball centered on my grid paper where the center of the card would be. And then I went ahead and I stamped up. I'm going to stamp it this way. Okay. Stamped it up. And then with finding the center, I took the point of this tree and lined it up with the center line right there. The best I could. And I put the other end on the other side. Sorry for the squeakiness. My daughter keeps walking in and out of my craft room. So, anyways. And I'm just pushing this down. And I hope it comes up good because I don't have my foam mat underneath it. So, let's see what it does. Oh, woo-hoo! And now, before it does make a mistake, I'm going to get my foam mat. With the photopommelers or clear stamps, you should really have a foam mat underneath them for yourself. Not all of them, but some of them just, more fine detailed ones don't always come out perfectly without the mat for the cushion. Now I'm going to move this down because I'm going to do the next one. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the corner of this right here with the corner of this. So I'm sorry if my head is in the camera, and I'm just going to line this right up. And that kind of lines up over there, on its own. If it lines up perfectly, that's great. If it doesn't, that's fine too. I'm okay with that. And there we go. Now we're going to bring this up. And I'm going to sponge this up because now I'm going to do the bottom half. I'm going to line it up right there. I'm going to line up the corner of this with the corner of that. I'm not worried about this corner because wherever that lands, it lands. If it happens to line up perfectly in the corner, that's good. As you could see, it did not here and it also did not over here. But we will stamp with the green. Okay, so there. So we got that done. So now I'm going to get my lovely, well-used chamois. So we're done with the blue for a moment. And now we're going to get out the Mossy Meadow. And we're going to stamp this up in the Mossy Meadow. And now I'm going to stamp right in between here. And I mean, I'm not worried if it gets on top of the other one or not. If it's not perfectly lined up, that's fine. I just want it in between. And like my other one here, it has a little bit of white, but it gives it like that little character. So don't stress is what I tell everybody. See? Oh, that looks so good. I'm so excited. So then we're going to do the other one. That time it was my kitty that decided to come in and open the door. So, and I'm going to shut this. I'm going to put this down. Paige, can you come shut the door? It's just out there. I don't think you want to hear the TV from the living room. So, okay. And then there's that one. And then I'm going to stamp it again. And you don't really have to stamp the whole lot. But I just want to stamp this corner right there. And then I'm going to stamp down at the bottom again. and I'm going to stamp this corner. So it ends up looking like that. Here's this little trim right there of white. Yeah, I didn't end up trimming this down. So I am going to trim this piece. So let's see if I get my trimmer in here. And I'm just going to take off a tiny bit. I mean, not even that much. See, I took off like that little bit, just because it was just a little too much white. And by the time, even if you sponged it, it was still gonna be a lot of white there for me, and I didn't want that. And then I'm just gonna take and I'm just gonna sponge all the way around. If you've never done sponging, I just take a sponge. We sell these in these little round, I got them right here, actually. We sell them in a little round thing like this. And then I just cut them down into 6. I get 6 out of 1. And then I just put a tag on it that it's Night of Navy, and I put it in a little bag. You don't have to have one for each color. You can use all the blues with, you know, the darker blues with the dark blues and the lights with the light blues, as long as you let this dry. And I mean, sometimes it takes quite a while to dry. I use my craft stuff so much that it doesn't have time enough to dry. So I just keep it individual. Like, I probably didn't even have to dip that. So, okay, so there we have that. But before we put this blue away, I'm going to get out my scrap here. And I'm going to get out the stamp set, Snow is Glistening. And I don't know if I mentioned this already or not, but this set is on sale. And I'll have all the information in the description box below. While supplies last, this month only, then this set will be gone. They're not, there's no more. It's a limited edition. So if you joined my class last month, that is awesome. That means you got it, and this is a bonus card for you to make, ladies. Yeah. And so I'm going to stamp this right up. Make sure I get enough stamp. Let's stamp it right in the center. There we go. Put this away. I love these two colors together. They are just awesome. Oh. Okay, and now I am going to get my 1 3/4 inch circle punch, or you can use your the circle framelits, whatever you have to make a punch. So get my punch down, and I am also going to sponge this. I'm trying to be careful because sometimes when these first, they're still a little wet, and I don't want to smear my writing. So I'm trying to be very careful here. And I'm just giving this a light sponge. There we go. We'll let that sit there. We're done with that. Alrighty. And now we will score our card. This card base is a 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to score it at 4 1/4. Let's score it right down. Okay, and then I got a piece of Knights of Navy. This was Mossy Meadow. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this right here. Just like that. And then I'm going to take our other card here. There we go. And now I am going to take and flag my I've been telling you guys you could do this with a square. I thought maybe I should show you. This square right here, you just take this and you line up your points. You line up this point and this point. Let me see if I can zoom in a little so you guys can see better. You're going to line up this point and this point with the side. See how I lined it? If I can hold it. See how I lined it up with this side and this side? You want to line it up with the sides. And then you want to punch. And then it gives you your flag like that. And then you want to do the same thing with the other side. Line up your points. And that gives you your flag. Oops, I didn't get a very good point there. I must not have lined it up very good. But there you go. So it looks like that. And we have it. Okay, and I'm just going to attach this down in the middle. So just lay this right down flat, like this. And then I'm taking some silver thread, like this, and I'm going to put a piece right here in the middle. And I'm just going to kind of go like this. And I'm letting the thread kind of go the way it wants to go. I'm making some loops here. I probably do about, I don't know, 4 loops maybe. And I want some of them to be fairly big. That one. Little kind of, I just did a bunch of loops, and then make sure I'm at, yep, okay. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to add some more adhesive to the back of this blue snowflake that I cut out. It's the large Thinlits that they sell with this bundle, and I used the largest snowflake. Cut that out. I didn't think I centered it perfectly. I did that, and I'm going to put that right on top. And then again, I am going to take some more of this thread. So, and then I just put a little dimensional on the back of this. And okay, it looks like I'm going to need to add a little bit more snail because my thread has hidden it all. So there we go. And then we will stick the joy right on top. Isn't that pretty? I mean, I just love this card. I mean, I'll just hold them up for you. I mean, aren't they gorgeous? And you see all the thread and the detail and everything. Stopping by, everybody. Hit the thumbs up, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell so that you know when I have other videos coming out, and just have a blessed day. And thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.